From Zombie Sailor Toys, this is Wrestling's Heels and Faces Todd Pettengill, the voice of the new generation. And you can see that this was the 1 of 1500 edition for WrestleCon, I believe. I pre-ordered this guy, forgot I pre-ordered it, and then got him in the mail, which was kind of magical. You can see on the back his design work, you can see all the figures we can get so far. There's some that still haven't gone up for pre-order that I'm really looking forward to. Macho Man Randy Savage, gotta have him. Ric Flair, it'd be great to have that one. Jack Tunney, I don't think has gone up yet, weirdly enough. And of course the Road Warriors, looking spectacular. Don't get me wrong, the figures that we've gotten so far have all been so great. I'm happy to see them back here. I just kind of wish that if they're on the back, we can pre-order them, or at least know when the pre-orders will go up. But hey, what am I saying? Here on the back, you can see right here, Todd Pettengill. He was 6 feet tall. He was 185 pounds. He was from Hageman, New York. From host to interviewer to commentator, Tom Pettengill excels at any job that comes his way. The Toddster has all the inside scoops and strategy tips one could ask for. Todd has had a radio show on WPLJ FM radio for nearly 30 years. I'm not gonna lie, Todd Pettengill was not someone I grew up with. Not one of my favorite on-screen personalities. It was really OSW, really showing the fact that, wow, he was dealing with a lot of BS from Vince and still came off as being incredibly professional. That gave me a respect for the Toddster. As a result, I'm pretty excited to have him included in the collection in some way. I need to say this right now. Todd Pettengill is not going to be revolutionizing the retro-style wrestling figure game. This is a great figure, I really adore it, but don't go into this thinking that it's going to be the next great figure from the line. Even still, it is a very good figure. Todd Pettengill has come out incredibly well, all things considered. I do have a very strange little orange mark just below the hair. Let me zoom in a bit so you can see what I'm talking about. It only shows up on certain angles, but can you kind of see it? It's just right there above his brow. I'm not too sure what that is, but other than that, his likeness is great. I love this big doofy grin of his. You can see they remembered his earring. You, of course, have the ring on his finger, and overall, the figure just comes off as incredibly characterful. This looks like the kind of nerd who would be trying to make jokes with Yokozuna and just get kind of scared away after a bit. Alongside that, I really love the pose the body is in. Like, it's a very casual type of shape for an interviewer. But in terms of articulation, you have a swivel at the head, you have a swivel at the shoulder, swivel at the wrist. Same thing over here with the inclusion of a universal in the elbow. So, you could interview someone else or do other things with this hand, make him look a little bit more kind of fun and fancy-free, we could say. You got a waist joint. Overall, incredibly solid. And the body itself, right? Red bow tie, red cummerbund, it looks incredibly nice. But a part of me is thinking, right? If you like this figure, but maybe don't need a Todd Pettengill, they've never made a retro Vince McMahon, and they probably never will. So I'm just sitting here thinking, if you kind of squinted a bit, this could kind of pass for like a WrestleMania 3 era Vince. I'm just saying, if you need an excuse to buy this figure, it's a good figure. I'm just tossing that out there. For reference here, Todd Pettengill is with the one-man gang. As you can see, he is noticeably shorter, exactly like you'd like from an announcer / interviewer / any personality in wrestling that isn't a wrestler. And then if you're curious, here he is with some Mattel Retros. As you can see, they do not mesh well together, but that's because Mattel Retros and Zombie Sailor go for very different looks. Overall, I really do like Todd Pettengill. I once again have to say, I don't think he's a must-have, but what he is a great oddity, another way to fill up the Zombie Sailor shelf. And for that, I think he is perfect.